Well, let's go to some new numbers we have for State Senate District number 16. This is in Dallas County. And this is one, it's in Dallas, but people are watching this one statewide. Nathan Johnson, the incumbent, with 65% of the vote. He is being challenged by a fellow Democratic state rep, an unusual race here. That's why we're really looking at it. Victoria Niave Criado, she's at 35%. And I believe we do have right now the senator himself at Vector Brewing. Senator Johnson, Jason Whiteley here in Dallas. Good to see you again. First reaction to these numbers. I know that you and your opponent both thought this would be a closer race.
It's very gratifying. We have worked extremely hard at trying to communicate with voters to run a positive message. You never know how elections go ever. Polling is never accurate. So it's a scary time, but it's an important time. As I discussed with you when I did that early interview in the primary stage, it's an opportunity for the voters to engage in the process in a way that they can't before because it doesn't have the coverage, it doesn't have the attention. We are very happy with the way it's come out. I think we got our message across. And I'm delighted with the results so far. I'm eager to get back to work, really.
Have you heard yet from your opponent yet?
I have not yet. I think, probably want to see some more results come in. I've not heard yet from Victoria. I'm sure I will.
Senator, what message do you think this sends? There's a 30-point difference between you and her. What message does that send?
The way I read this, Jason, is we tried to run a very positive message about the importance of getting real work done at the same time as fighting against that rightward drift that really threatens the future of Texas. At that same time, you've got to make sure people are getting health care. You've got to make sure we have a future with water and electricity and that our education system stands up. And I think people really responded to the scope of work that the good people in my office and I have been able to do. And if it sends a message at all, it's that people really want some things accomplished and they want change in this state, and it means rolling up your sleeves and making sure that you get bills passed, that you kill bills where you can, and that you make sure that the needs of the district and state are met.
When this is all said and done, do you think there's any ill will, any bad feelings at all in the Democratic Party?
Oh, I think in the Republican Party, the Democratic Party, anytime there's a primary season, there's bad feelings because it's hard. People want to win. It can get ugly. People say things that maybe they shouldn't, but that's politics. We all have to be grown-ups here. On the other side of this, it's extremely important, particularly in the Democratic Party, where we are trying to build strength. We are trying to lead this state. It's really important that people get past the ill feelings of the primary, come back together and get to work on what matters. But that itself takes work. It's its own kind of work to get over the ill feelings that can come out of a difficult competition.
And Senator, last question for you. This is the curveball here for you, but besides your race, which you've been concentrating on for a long time, I think they're watching some numbers back there in the background. Besides your race, what else are you watching for tonight? What other races?
I've got a lot of friends in the Democratic primary I'm cheering for, and I'm watching those, but I'm also particularly interested in the just bizarre challenges happening in the Republican primaries right now. We've got really conservative Republicans who are being challenged because they're supposedly not conservative enough because they didn't support Ken Paxton or they didn't support vouchers. And I'm wondering, as a Democrat who works with other Democrats and who works across the aisle to get things done, what is that legislature going to look like next session? What is going to prevail? That hostility we're seeing over there? I mean, look, it's been a really hard primary on the Democratic side for a lot of people, me included. On the Republican side, it's nuts. I am watching closely to see what happens over there because I want to know what sort of environment I'm walking into.
Senator, we'll be watching this race as well. Thanks a lot for your time tonight. Good luck to you.